Welcome back to the Lazy Wanderers RV. In this week's episode, we spent some time boondocking in the desert to test our setup. We'll review how we did and what we may or may not want to change for the future. We also explore the Kofa Wildlife Refuge and do some hiking and some real jeeping for the first time where we may or may not have gotten stuck. All this and more, so sit back and enjoy.
There's nothing as pretty as the desert, especially after a rain.
After all this rain, the desert bloom in the next couple of weeks is supposed to be gorgeous. So
everything greens up. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
It's a lot greener than it was last year. But I got to say that this 3 weeks of boondocking has been great. I mean, the solar is so important when you're doing this because it's as if we were plugged in, to be honest. I mean, we haven't really reduced our power consumption at all. We haven't tried to conserve power for any reason. The only thing we do is we have our dishy, and we've had phenomenal internet service with our Starlink internet. It's been great. It really has. Without it, I don't think we'd have much internet at all because our cell phones have like 2 or 3 bars, depending where we go. So the internet's been great with Starlink, and we just turn it off at night so it doesn't draw down the batteries. And our batteries have been great. They haven't.
We've been doing really well.
Yeah.
I've been
No
very,
complaints
very
at all.
impressed.
So the keys to successful boondocking is water management, a really good solar system setup, and having a composting toilet is huge because I don't think we would have lasted 2 weeks if we had a traditional toilet, and I think we would have filled up our black tank before 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'd have to run into Quartzsite and dump the tanks in the
right
at RV Relief or
and having a composting toilet, we've got I don't know what our capacities are, but you know, if we fill up our gray tank, we have a Volterra valve, so we can combine the tanks, and it just gives us more.
We have 75 gallons of fresh water, and if you combine the gray and the black tank together, it gives us about 80 gallons of wastewater or gray water.
Gray water, yeah.
Because we don't. The only thing in the gray tank is
washing dishes, showers, and brushing our teeth.
Soap and water. That's it.
Yeah, soap and water, pretty much. So it's really made a huge difference in being able to spend time out here. Our biggest limitation is water. We have a Berkey to filter the water, so we fill the Berkey once a day. It's 2.5 gallons. We fill that once a day, and we've been doing great. This is the first real boondocking we've done since we bought the rig a year and a half ago.
But if we can get Einstein over here sleeping.
He's sleeping in the shade.
If we can get him to dig a well, we'll be good.
Well, that's the other thing with the composting toilet. The solids, you just dump in a garbage bag and take to the dump. If we didn't have a dump around, we could dig a hole and bury it, and it would just keep composting and blend into the soil.
Forever.
So, forever, exactly. The only thing is you can't bury it anywhere near a food source. But out here,
yeah, that's not an issue.
Of course, digging a hole in this rock soil might be a little bit of a problem.
But I got to tell you, there's probably 500-600, maybe 1,000 miles of four-wheeler trail out here.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
just been blasting up and down our trails. We spent more money on gas than we have anything else.
Our biggest cost, it's cost us maybe $800 for the past 4 weeks. And then most of that was Jeep gas.
Jeep and food.
No, I had food for about almost 3 weeks. We had to get milk and, perishables and stuff like that. But other than that, it's been great.
We've been doing great.
And I tell you what, parking out here in the desert is so much easier than campground. You don't have to worry about backing in and getting it straight and hitting a tree. You just pull up to a spot you like, pull in forward, good to go. Easy, simple.
Yep.
Don't have to worry about hooking up hoses.
Turn the Level Mate Pro on. Make sure you're reasonably level, and then level the big boy up, and
most of these areas are pretty level, and you can just drive to find a level spot. But it's been, I mean, we're out here on Plomosa Road, and there's tons of spots. There's a bunch of people here, but there's still plenty of room for people to come out and just be on their own. So
our closest neighbor is right over there, and
yeah,
he's probably 150 yards away. And
yeah.
When the sun goes down and the stars come out, this is dark sky territory. You can see stars forever.
Dead quiet.
And it is
even with people
quiet.
that within sight of us, it's dead quiet.
Except for the coyotes way up in the hills.
That's okay. I like the sound of coyotes.
Yeah.
As long as they're up in the hills.
Yeah, as long as they stay up there, we're good.
So yeah, it's been a great 3 weeks. We've really enjoyed our time here, and we may find some more boondocking spots before we leave Arizona. Unfortunately, you can't find spots like this back east. You're kind of stuck with campgrounds.
Yeah, Corps of Army Engineers are
That's our second favorite camping is Corps of Engineers.
It's Corps of Engineers is good, cheap camping.
Especially if you have the America's the Beautiful Pass.
Yeah, you get everything for half price.
Yeah.
But you usually get 50 amp service and water. Sometimes you get a sewer, but not too often.
They have dump stations though, so
they
it's
have
not
dump
bad.
stations. You can run over to the dump station, dump, come right back to your campsite, and you're good to go again. But yeah, we've been having a blast out here. It's been great. So cool. I've been flying the drone around. I've been practicing with that. Man,
yeah, he needs practice too, because yeah, he's.
The most important thing to know about a drone is you got to know your left from your right.
And then reverse it.
And then reverse it when you're going the wrong way.
But we just wanted to give an update. We've been out here for 3 weeks, and it's been great. Had a great time. We'll be back next year.
Here now, see the beauty that is woven in every single moment.